keep this brief because you've already seen plenty about this shoe. I just happen to get my hands on it right now. I buy what I like. Anymore now, I've started to shift my collection to A, what I am going to get ultimate wear out of, B, what I'm going to get some longevity out of. And so I don't mind spending a little bit extra, or in this case, a lot extra, for something that's pretty much going to stay in my collection as long as humanly possible. So you already know the shoe. I'll show you the box because I've already had them on foot. So we are dealing with here the Nike Automax. This box is absolutely gargantuan. It came in another bigger box. They double boxed it for me. The seller I actually got it from, this massive box. I'll show you the rest of what's in here in just a second. But for now, let's actually get to the shoe. That is a hefty piece of shoe. The Nike Automax, Adapt Automax to be exact, is a piece of work, man. It's this massive chunk of shoe that it has its functionality. It definitely has a lot of functionality, and the style is high. But again, this is meant to showcase Nike's prowess in terms of the history. So they're literally throwing the kitchen sink when it comes to their history of trainers at this shoe. You've got waffle, you've got the shape of the Air Max 90 and the Air Max 1. You know, this toe is very Air Max 1, this back is very Air Max 90. Really? Already got some dirt on them? Can't take me nowhere. Waffle is every runner from the 70s all the way through the 90s. Major air bubble. So they're bringing a lot to bear for this shoe to showcase the motor. This shoe is massive. I mean, you're talking a good couple of inches thick, maybe even 3 inches thick at the midpoint here. It kind of rockers you forward. The kicker drops off very drastically. It's a comfortable shoe for walking. Definitely not an actual trainer, but a style-driven trainer, a showcase piece, if you will. That's what you get with this shoe. You know, extra padded collar. Love how thick and padded that is. Memory foam up top there. The laces themselves are cosmetic. They're elastic and they do provide a little bit of lockdown, but the majority of the lockdown you get is actually the mechanism inside that pulls down on the tongue when your foot is placed in or when you actually activate the buttons on the side. There's some pieces that look cosmetic. I absolutely love the heel. That design is so smooth, so integrated. The lines are beautiful, but there's also some function to it because as your heel sits in there, as your foot pulls up, that's a hard heel counter. That is pulling up on the heel of the shoe, and it's actually motivating you forward. And you sit about 1.5 inches forward from the actual heel counter. That's amazing design. That's actual functional design. Were this shoe not super heavy, I can see them rolling this into future models of runners and trainers that they have. Sit you up really high. You know, I'm already about 6'3.5", 6'4". When I put this on, I am definitely a good 6'5", 6'6" almost. So it gives you a really big boost in height because you're not sitting very far down in. You're sitting right on top of that cushioning. Midsole tooling, I believe, is React, or it's a major chunk of Lunarlon because it's very soft, very cushioned. So even aside from the adjusting mechanism and that motor underneath there, you're sitting on a big chunk of I believe it's React. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me down in the comments. And you're sitting on top of a major air bubble. These air bubbles are huge, and it actually works in this shoe. I just took back a 270 from the outlet that I purchased. I like the look of it. I figured I'd try it out. And the 270 air bubble is so uncomfortable because it felt like a high heel. My wife joked with me that this feels like a platform. So because everything is high, not just the heel. So what? Man platforms, you know? It's an incredible shoe though. I'm super happy with it. This is the LE. They've got other models that have come out. This is the first model. If you can find these, find one at box price or just over. I paid like $5 over box. So the truth is, you can definitely find these. Don't pay reseller prices. It's not necessary. Most of the boutiques and Nike are sold out, but they're out there. And the fact is, it's such an oddball shoe. It's such an avant-garde shoe that most people are only holding it to resell it. The fact is, anybody who actually wants these to wear them, you can find them. So search around, take your time. The price tag is hefty. I'm not gonna lie, price tag is hefty. But I figure instead of buying a bunch of little shoes that I'm only gonna get a little bit of wear out of, if I skip, 2 pair of Ultra Boosts that I really don't like, or the color I don't like. I talked about it in another video. Color is everything for that line. If I skip on those, I got a pair of these. So the economy of getting them was something that I figured out in my head. I definitely cashed in some points for Father's Day and birthday in 2 weeks, and maybe even Christmas and New Year's. And this might be it for a while. But it was worth it to me to get these. As a designer, as a footwear designer, as a sneaker aficionado, as a lover of trainers and the history of trainers and just the look of everything, it was incredible. So let's get into a little bit of the box real quick. I'll just show you real quick what they have in there. I'll throw these on foot, see if I can get the motor to work for you on camera, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so inside the box, this pull tab opens up. They got this nice sort of satin ribbon that comes on. You open up, black interior display. You've got this separate box inside, and I think this was only for the limited edition. I'm not sure if they're going to do this same thing when it comes to the others. So right here you've got a box with your charge cable in it, and that charge cable plugs into the charge plate. So these shoes actually wirelessly charge by sitting on a plate. And so you put the motor right over the circles, and then you can charge your shoes, which is pretty innovative. That's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. That's next level. You get a little card right there with Max on it. He's the little mascot that they do. Max says hello. Kind of cool, a little collectible, whatnot. But that's just it. I think these are all part of the limited edition package that you get with this particular colorway. I don't know that happens with the others. Anybody who's got the other colorway, again, let me know in the comments if you have experienced the unboxing of a different colorway, because I'm not sure that they all work exactly the same. But on this particular model, it does. So let's show them to you on foot. Now, I should also let you guys know that there is an app that helps control the shoe. So you actually have full control over your shoe. You can check the batteries on it, see how much charge you have. You can also have different settings on the shoe. So when I'm flowing, get off me, ant. If I'm flowing, I know I'm moving. They have a standard move, but you set that right when you first line up the shoe, and they don't give you a chance to delete that. So I don't know about that. Chill mode, you can hear, adjusted the shoe down for me. So now it's not as tight. If I'm actually on the move, I'm flowing, going through an airport, making some runs, a little faster moving, it adjusts. And my right foot is a little thinner and a tad bit longer actually than my left foot, so I'm able to adjust that to be a little bit tighter. Now also you can add your presets, you can manually adjust. If you want to. You can also change the color of your buttons. So as I'm doing that, the color, you can see down there, the color of my buttons is changing. Get it to green. I want that racer blue though. That's Aurora green. Hero blue is my fave. All right, so we'll do that one. Hero blue. So it's pretty cool to have that functionality. Moving toward real customization of your kicks, and it is tied to your Nike account. So it'll show you that. It'll also show you what shoes that you have. So if you got more than one pair of these, if you're that fortunate, then you'll be able to have a running list of shoes that you have. It's also tied to shortcuts in Siri. So theoretically, you should be able to say, hey Siri, release my shoes.
1 moment. Done. Adapt says, your shoes are unlaced.
Thank you very much.